Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a brand new game week predictions, the first of the year 2026. It's game week 20 and yes, game week 19 gave us a whole lot of entertainment and a whole lot of draws as well. I mean, like plenty of the players enjoy draws too. Because how do you explain everybody playing out draw? Chelsea playing out a draw, Man United playing out a draw, Manchester City playing out a draw, Tottenham Hotspur playing out a draw. I mean, it must have been an exciting new year and a very, very wonderful game to all Arsenal fans out there in the world, because of all the top 6, top 7 clubs in the EPL table currently, only Arsenal won their game. How do you explain that? Maybe this might be the year for Arsenal fans. So, Arsenal fans, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Is this the year you finally pick up the Premier League title? Or is this the year rubber fans will say, is the same old Arsenal? Nothing new, they will see collapse along the way. Whoa, don't forget, this is a brand new channel. My name is Markfish, and yes, we are trying to build a very big community here. The target for this week is 100 subscribers. We're currently at 25. Very awesome growth, very awesome journey. Thank you to all our subscribers who have followed us up on this channel and supported us. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because we are going to be bringing you awesome things on this channel. Right, let's get into the match day predictions. First match of the day, Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa, of course, they lost to Arsenal, game week 19. Coming to the Emirates, they were totally outclassed and trashed. And Nottingham Forest also lost at home to Everton. But then again, I'm sure these two teams will be looking to bounce back, most especially Aston Villa, considering the fact that they are at home. I don't know how this one is going to pan out though, but I don't think Nottingham Forest will have enough to be able to overcome this Aston Villa side, because they'll be looking for revenge. I'm telling you, all I can see in this game is a 2-0 Aston Villa win. And yes, next, Brighton versus Burnley. Burnley are 19th currently in the table. And of course, Brighton played out a 2-2 draw at the London Stadium with West Ham, with Danny Welbeck throwing away a penalty, trying to do the panic. Okay, next time, someone remind this guy, you only try that when you are comfortably winning. Because imagine now, he just cost his team, 2 extra points, which would be very, very useful for them in the table. Yes, although they are not in the top 4, or of course, they probably will be contesting for that European spot. But considering the fact that they are at home, I think this can only go one way. And Burnley, their form has not been good at all. So what I see here is a 3-1 Brighton win. We have Wolves versus West Ham. Now, both Wolves and West Ham, I think West Ham is sitting 18th in the table and Wolves is at the bottom of the pile. Now, although Wolves got a 1-0 draw at Old Trafford with Manchester United, and I don't think anyone saw that coming. Everybody expected that Manchester United were just going to have an easy run. But here's the thing about Wolves. Wolves have actually been playing very, very good football lately. Remember when they came to the Emirates, Arsenal escaped by 2 own goals. Well, of course, those own goals were results of pressure. But then again, you know how it is. They played really good football. And even at Old Trafford, they could have won that game. I'm telling you. So this time around, considering the fact that they're at home, and West Ham, ever since they chased the sacked David Moyes, life has never remained the same for them again. Okay? But I see this time around Wolves escaping with a narrow 2-1 lead over West Ham. Yes, and up next we have Bournemouth versus Arsenal at the Vitality Stadium. Now, Bournemouth, they've been winless in their last 6 Premier League games, and Arsenal have been hitting up narrow wins after narrow wins after narrow wins until game week 19, when they finally decided to show their true colors and thrash Aston Villa, who a lot of people have been saying are in the title race. Arsenal said, you know what, calm down. I don't ratio that too much now. Let's humble you and bring you back down to earth. And this game, of course, don't forget they have all 3 of their strikers back. Kai Havertz is back. Gabriel Jesus is back, firing and scoring. And yes, of course, they still have Victor Gyökeres. So I see Arsenal getting a very okay win in this fixture, with a 2-0 win at the Vitality Stadium over Bournemouth. Next, we have Leeds United versus Manchester United at the Ellen Road. Now, Leeds United in the past couple of games, they've actually been pretty good. Like, they've been playing some very, very, very good football. And yes, although Manchester United are missing a couple of players, Ahmad and Wemo, who are all off with their countries playing AFCON, and also Bruno Fernandes is out injured, Menu is injured. They have a couple players out, to be honest, but Ruben Amorim has actually been doing very well. He's been trying with the squad, right? Manchester United fans, let me know what you think about your club in the comment below. Do you think Amorim is currently managing the squad very well, or do you think there's still very big question marks here to be answered? But the fact that they'll be traveling to Ellen Road, I see this being another draw, honestly, because Leeds United are one tough nut to crack. So this is probably going to end in another boring 1-1 draw for Manchester United. We have Fulham versus Liverpool. Yes, Fulham also played that 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace. Now it's quite awesome and amazing that these two teams, will actually be meeting together at the Craven Cottage. Now Liverpool are missing Alexander Isak and Mo Salah. Mo Salah, of course, who is off with Egypt at the AFCON, and Fulham are also missing some key players, Iwobi, Chukwueze, Calvin Bassey, who are also off with Nigeria at the AFCON currently. I think Liverpool may just edge it, maybe by boring 1-0 win at the Craven Cottage. Tottenham versus Sunderland. Now, Tottenham Hotspur, what can we say? They still drew their match again. This time around, they are home to Sunderland. Now, although Sunderland, are missing about 6-7 players, because about 5 or 6 of their players are off, with their countries playing AFCON, and one of their key defenders, Ballard, is actually injured, which means when they played Man City, they were missing about 6 to 7 starting 11 players, and yet they still kept their own, because these guys, their defensive solidity is insane, especially when they are at home. They haven't lost a single game at home this season. Now, although they'll be playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I see Tottenham just edging it a bit. Yeah, considering the fact that Tottenham too at home have not exactly been so great. But I just know that Sunderland, their home form and their away form is not quite at the same level. So I see this being a 2-1 Tottenham Hotspur win. Everton versus Brentford. Now both Everton and Brentford, they picked up a win in week 19. Everton trashed Nottingham Forest at home. I think David Moyes is doing an excellent job, at Everton. And look at his previous club, West Ham. They are the Lord. Ever since they let go of him, he has been doing well. Everton are actually playing very good football. He has stabilized that team, and they're playing actually very good football. And this time around, considering the fact that they will be at home at their new stadium, the Hale Dickinson Stadium, I think they're likely to pick up a win. Although Brentford too has actually been in great footballing form. Let's be honest, Brentford has actually been doing very well, and most people didn't expect that. Thinking, considering the fact that they let go of Thomas Frank, who went to Tottenham Hotspur, many people were thinking they had their set piece coach Kit Hexet would not particularly be able to handle the club very well. Most people were predicting that they were actually going to get relegated this season, but they've actually been picking up wins after wins after wins, right? So this is going to be another interesting game. I see it going Everton's way though, mainly because of the home support. Maybe a 3-2 Everton win. I see this being a high scoring game as well. Newcastle versus Crystal Palace. Yeah, so game week 19, Newcastle won their last game, which they really needed to, against Burnley by 3-1. And of course, Crystal Palace drew 1-0 with Fulham at home. So, but considering that this game is going to take place at St. James's Park, I just might edge it to Newcastle United because their home form is insane. It's like when they go to that St. James's Park, there's something that just lights up in their head. And although this season their away form has been terrible, like absolutely dreadful, but considering the fact that they are at home, I really would have to edge it to them. So I see this going a 2-1 Newcastle home win. And yes, the big one, the big face, the Ejala of game week 20. Manchester City versus the Blues, Chelsea. Chelsea fans, tell me, how are you feeling with the sack or the departure of Enzo Maresca? To be honest, if you ask me, Enzo Maresca has actually tried. In his first 13 months in the club, he has actually been able to win 2 trophies, brought them back into the Champions League, and for the club owners and the board to just want a yes man, I want a manager that will just be there to manage, and they even want to tell him the kind of substitutions he would make in game is just crazy. It's mental. I mean, really, you should want a coach that has a winning mentality, a coach that can work with your players. He has no superstars in that team. But look at the kinds of things that he has been able to beat. He beat PSG, he beat Barcelona, he drew 1-1 with Arsenal with 10 men down. It's not easy. It's not for everybody. Not every manager can pull that off, and yet they are letting him go. I think these Chelsea owners, all they are interested in is just the money, the profit side of things, you know, how they can add value to players, to young players they buy at 21 and sell them off at 25 and start the whole process over again. They are really not interested, you know, in the big trophies. But for the fans, Chelsea fans are interested in trophies. You know how we fans are now. If it's not trophies, don't talk to me. And Manchester City, on the other hand, they will be looking for revenge. Yes, considering the fact that they dropped points against Sunderland and Arsenal capitalized and won their game. I think Manchester City will really be up for this now because they know that Arsenal would have played first, you know, a day before. So if they fail to win this one, they just might find themselves 7 points behind Arsenal. And this Arsenal team of this year is not one you want to go 7 points behind again, because I don't see them losing ground this time around. Yes, because all their players are coming back. Gabriel is back. All the strikers are back. So Manchester City they will give anything to win this particular match, right? But I still believe in the Blues, although they'll be missing Caicedo because he picked up his 5th yellow card after that red card he got against Arsenal. I don't know what's up with Caicedo. Chelsea fans, he keeps getting card after card after card, yellow card, red card, yellow card, both for club and country. I think he really needs to calm himself down and learn how to put in very good tackles. So Chelsea fans, drop your predictions down in the comments below. Personally, I see this going Manchester City's way. So this might just be another 3-1 Manchester City win. And yes, with that brings us to the end of Game Week 20 predictions on this brand new channel. It's the first of the year, and of course we have many more to come in the year 2026. So let me know what your predictions are down in the comments below. Don't forget, support this channel, like, subscribe and turn on notifications so that when next week post another Game Week predictions, you will be the first to see it. Okay, make it not be like we go post something and you know content and it will make sense. Okay, support us. The target for the week, like I mentioned earlier, is 100 subscribers. We're currently on 25 and we can do more, but only with your support. So do your boy Solid, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and let's do it. We'll also be bringing up post-match analysis. So after each game of the after all the games of Game Week 20, we're going to be reacting to our predictions, see which ones we got right, see which ones we got wrong, and see where everybody is sitting at the table. See you for the post-match analysis. Let's go.